But toughie, though. I mean, they have Shadow Demon themselves, but not that great versus the Weaver.
I mean, I always think of Disruptor against Weaver also.
Mm-hmm.
Another, in terms of the support role encounters the Weaver, it doesn't get too much better than that.
As long as you can consider a good position one that doesn't need a lot of help in the lane, they can go for that. They could also maybe steal the Luna here if they, because that's still in too.
Yeah, kind of a block pick from Liquid. And they do go back for the Ench. As you mentioned, they like this, on brand with the green. A Nature's Prophet and a Dryad walk into a bar.
She's a satyr. A lot of people getting very upset that we weren't pointing that out.
She is not. Ricky is a satyr. She's not a
no,
satyr.
think of like satyrs have the back hind like a deer, like the guy in Hercules by Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Remember, he's a satyr.
But
yeah, isn't that she's a satyr?
I think Ricky was actually a satyr though. At least he was in Dota 1. Maybe now they've had to alter his lore.
Yeah, now he's some other. He doesn't. I mean, he's like more goaty than he is satyr. Well, yeah.
But you're right.
I don't think he's
satyrs
a satyr.
are goaty. That's like they are.
That's true. They are.
As...
But he's like up. I don't know. He doesn't
Yeah.
look like a real satyr.
Well, you know, they had to. Satyrs also don't have long tails traditionally, so they had to add that to him to make him unique. You see.
Well, either way, we do get the Luna.
Good call on the Luna. Yeah, Aura Gaming. There's the Spectre. So they one-up it with a hard carry of their own. Now, I see why they didn't pick the Disruptor. I don't think Disruptor Spectre is a lane that you really want to put a lot of stock into.
No, I like the Spectre pick a lot, though. I think this is looking pretty solid for Empire.
Yeah.
Looked like a great hero overall, but it feels like this is the kind of lineup you want it versus where they're trying to push on the earlier end and you just gotta like hold off a little bit and life's gonna be good. Now, mind you, Luna doesn't need to just end early or anything. It's more so about like gaining control for that giant farming period that the Luna likes to enjoy, but at least you have your own kind of super weapon in the Spectre. They just need one more tool to utilize the big global. They need some really mobile hero like an Ember or maybe even a Kunkka or something. Someone who wants to run around and do stuff.
It gives them some nice options, having this global presence, for sure. And lane-wise, it should also be pretty good. They'll have the Enchantress for some heals, some utility. Should be fine for the spec. So looking for a mid for Empire and also a mid for Liquid, most likely. Lone Druid, is he still in here? Nope.
No, he got banned last phase.
Just got banned out.
I would probably ban the Mirana if I was Empire. And yeah, I would ban the Ember. I think those are the two heroes we're going to see knocked out here.
Are there any other
I think the Mirana is like the perfect hero for Liquid.
Yeah, other Koikva heroes that could be worth consideration. I don't know. It's just so much mobility if you throw the Mirana in here also. It feels like they'll be able to just run away from this Spectre between all the stuns and the swaps and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just like decent AoE clear for the
Kunkka is
trees
still
too.
Could that be a consideration for Liquid to pick and maybe a ban for Empire?
Oh, they have to ban the Brood still. Damn.
And Brood. See, this is what we were talking about. It's like, and Meepo is still in.
That's so annoying if you ban Brood here and they just pick Mirana anyway. Just ban the Mirana. I don't know. I feel like they're just going to pick Mirana and it's going to go really well.
We've been a little less hot on the Koikva Broodmother for Liquid, though they did win with it on day 1 of this group stage, I think.
Yeah.
So they've made it work.
No, they lost.
Oh, did they lose that game? Okay.
Yeah.
They almost won. Yeah, now it's coming back to me. They end up banning the Brood. So now Empire will have to blind 5th pick. You need something well-rounded and safe here. I mean, I hate to say Puck, but having Puck against Weaver can be nice. It maybe deters the Mirana pick a little bit. Like, it helps quell some of that crazy mobility.
The Kunkka's kind of good, but they have the swap and the time lapse for potential saves from his like really delayed combo. I don't know if I like Invoker that much.
Yeah, no.
Because of the Alacrity Spectre's kind of okay, but
you need somebody with a little bit of catch, I think. They take Storm. Okay. That's some late game and some nice catch.
Not that easy to punish in the mid either.
And it's a pretty good Storm game. Like, Liquid don't have an amazing amount of lockdown. They have enough that it's not like the coup de grace Storm pick, but now the Bat Rider. So they just go right back for it.
That's funny. We were talking how they protected it like the whole draft.
Yep.
And they save it for a 10th pick for Koik from the mid lane versus the Storm. That is nice.
So Bat Rider versus Storm. That's a pretty darn good Bat matchup, right? Like obviously once Storm hits 6, he can recover in the jungle, all that stuff. But early levels, that should be Bat all day.
Yeah, there's still like some issues with it in terms of like Bat in the mid lane is you can't like run people down that easily, right? And usually when you do run them down, they end up dying after too, right? It's such a common sight with the bats that they like suicide for the kill. Which isn't the worst thing, but then you're not getting like a fully perfect trade. But yes, definitely bat's good.
I see Ench is technically a servitor, half human, half deer. So that is the official.
See you later, nerds.
Oh, it has an actual term. I guess that makes sense because satyrs are goats. I
Interesting.
just felt it was more satyry.
I like both drafts to some degree, but I think Liquid have better options this game. And I think Liquid are completely in their comfort zone.
Actually, did you guys know in Greek art they're represented as a man with horse's ears and tail, but in Roman representations they were a man with goat ears, tail, legs, and horns.
Wow. Mythology's complicated.
Oh, can satyrs be female? Satress is the female equivalent to satyrs. There you go. They are entirely an invention of post-Roman European artists, as the Greek satyrs were exclusively male. And the closest there was to a female counterpart were the nymphs. Oh, man.
Wow.
The lore.
The lore
Diving
goes
into the
deep.
lore. When is the Slacks Greek loregasm, guys?
Dude, you know, there's a conspiracy theory with aliens and ancient Greek and whatnot. Maybe we could tie that into Dota. That's...
Oh, I'm very excited to hear this. Please enlighten me.
it has something to do with the Roswell crash. There are some pictures.
It always does.
There's some pictures of the wreckage, and apparently some of the markings on the wreckage look somewhat similar to some ancient Greek letters. And if you try to identify it to the Greek letters, it spells out the word for freedom or independence or something.
Whoa.
So it's like the most American thing imaginable. So obviously the aliens helped us achieve our maximum freedom. And yeah, I guess they were speaking Greek or something. I don't know.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
aliens did help us build the pyramids. Confirmed is the takeaway from that.
That is a Beyond the Summit endorsed message. Thank you very much, Beyond the Summit, for being on the side of ancient alienists everywhere.
What are you telling me? It was the
LD,
rope
I know
and
so.
pulley system? That's how they
Yeah.
got the rocks there, Trent? Is that what you believe?
I don't think so. LD's not into that. LD's all about them aliens.
LD's not a rope and pulley guy. I'm going to
No.
go ahead and guess. I am curious where LD stands on JFK, though. You strike me as a magic bullet kind of guy.
He's more of a grassy knoll kind of guy. As a second spitter.
What are you doing, Lee Harvey? Well, where are we going for the bounties here? Boxy up top. Picked up by Eknart. Some fast fingers there. Is that going to be 3 runes for the Dire? Yes, sir, Trent. Taiga gets 1, and that's going to be 3 for Empire.
It's always such a nice feeling when you get the runes. Look at those couriers. Look at the migration of couriers from the team with 3 runes. Da, 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 the flight of the regen.
Yeah, it was a pro tip I've been told. You don't buy that much regen to start, and you just run it out immediately. That's the value.
Right. That's.
For all you Archons out there, one step closer to legend.
Getting there.
Oh, this little courier might be in trouble. Taiga looking for the wraparound. Oh, doesn't give him the paintbrush.
Eknard has triple fairy fire, so
He's going to need him. He's getting stroked right now.
get that sweet +6 damage though.
Uh-oh, now Taiga, he gets enchanted. Creep's doing the damage. Boxy comes in. Eknart, that's the first fairy fire. They have a cooldown, Trent. They have a
They
cooldown.
do. Yeah.
Boxy with the first blood, brought to you by the beast that can be unleashed. Monster
Unleashed.
energy.
Taiga, he unleashed the beast with that setup for boxing. Taiga's a biker. He's a hipster. He's whatever else was on that can. He does it all. He's an artist. He's an anarchist. I believe was also on there.
Anarchist was on there. Monsters appealing to everybody, dude.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Lightless already has his wand, so obviously a pretty important tool in this matchup. And he's able to shove out the wave and reset on the stickies, so not a horrific situation. Now, mind you, Bat Rider, like all matchups, things get better as the skill points go up.
Mm-hmm. Double auras down bottom. Should be a pretty good lane for Liquid. Midgame off to a little bit of a slow start, but this full wave is about to push in. Gonna keep some eyes on mid here. Lightless still maintaining that edge. And they both have sticks. Would you believe it? Lightless has a wand even.
Yeah, a good stick lane is just so nice.
Ah, yeah.
It feels amazing when you try. I actually feel like you can just cast spells for free, and they're the ones who have this annoying spammy spell, and then you get the kill back on them by abusing the wand that they handed to you, and it just
Oh yeah.
that's one of the better feelings in Dota. It's like a good old fashioned comeback win, but it's just in the laning stage.
The vice versa is true also. You know, you're playing PA and you see they don't have a stick at 3 minutes. You're like, oh, buddy, it's daggers all day. These aren't getting punished. Bristle, same category.
All right, who's dying here, Zyori? Make the call.
Make
Hit
the
me with a
call.
hero.
First blood. I hate to say it, but it's going to be Eknart. He's already died once, and I think he's going to die a second time.
You think he's going to be the second one?
I think he's going to be the second blood.
I don't know.
It could
Everything's so
potentially be
passive right
James.
now. I kind of feel like it's going to be Lightless. I feel like he's going to get too cocky on level 5, and then Koik was just going to suicide into the tower and kill him.
I think that's a good call. He is stacking up the stick charges, so that will help a little bit. Totally possible, but it will require Lifeless to make a mistake here.
James is pretty low down here versus Luna, and like 2 points, Lucent Beam, and a Magic Missile. That is a bit spooky. Of course, if they were to dive James, I feel like that would also cost Insania his life with these Treants, too. And the Blightstone. He takes a lot of damage from this Mastery tags. Smacking him around.
Taiga and Eknart. Oh, Eknart, your courier, buddy. Oh, you should have wagered on Eknart's courier, dude.
Ah, never thought of it.
That would have been the obvious choice. Mid lane, I hear some lightning. Is this the man up? 5 stacks of sticky, but Koikva can't get there. Double damage rune was bottom, snagged by James. Also a rotation top. The Grimstroke stunned up by the Centaur.
Oh, he's at a
Koikva,
1.
The stick, not able to live. And they also get Taiga. Empire.
He actually needed those additional spells so that he could get enough on his stick to cast that Fable. Getting dicey. I did not think they were going to get that kill.
Still, that hurts. That's the swing. And now Storm closer to level 6. Insania comes mid to drop a stun. No follow-up there.
The only benefit was that Lightless did need that rune, but it's going to be 5 minutes anyway, so you can just go jungle it up. Catch the bounty over here.
Bounty runes.
Dania, see this little double stack he's going for? Nice.
Snipes it. 2 Centaurs.
He'll be happy when he runs into that later on. Team Liquid, probably the team that stacks the most, I feel like, for their carry player consistently.
Should be even on
Basically,
runes here.
Koikva taking them.
Whoa! Mastery's down.
Whoopsie.
That's a level 5 Luna. It's actually holding the point, so it's only a 2 Lucent Beam. This is a pretty nasty lane. The double aura plus the spell burst of Magic Missile and Lucent Beams. Not easy to deal with. And a nice pull from Insania.
Stacking attack range is also kind of annoying, too. Like, Luna just getting a little bit further to help with that Venge.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, goes in for the rune up there. It's going to be a regen if Lightless wants to hop back to that.
Oh, the Koikster. He's
He's
going to be in
kill him.
trouble. Magic Missile, but now it's James that's overcommitted. They're going to drop the lasso, and they'll take a kill this way. Regen rune still picked up by the Storm. But Koikva had a little more help than Empire bargained for.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Mickey went back to that point in the Lucent Beam, too. I thought he was going to be like, okay, well, it's first the Prophets. I'm getting added value of the Glaives. Maybe I want to stack my Glaives a bit more and just use these stacks. But to be fair, Quick was also clearing out the stacks that are being made too, because he obviously needs that early game farm as well. Now, quietly up here, Boxy's getting a lot of farm. He already is the Helm. He's the highest farmer on the Radiant team. Kind of a cool build here. Helm
Yeah.
first Weaver.
We've seen this on Luna most commonly, and I wonder if this means that she'll skip it. Not an item you normally buy 2 of. So what does that open up for Luna now? Do you go straight
Probably
like
just, yeah.
Dragonlance Mansa, something like that?
Yeah, Dragonlance too, for sure. Very good with the Avenge.
I mean, a lot of Lunas have been skipping the Dragonlance, sort of in favor of that Helm of the Dominator. They fill sort of a similar role of like easy build-up, value stats. So
Nice that Boxy can just steal this Centaur too with the Helm, right?
yeah, that's some additional value.
On team fights.
On, where are we going? It's down bottom. Midgame gets got.
That was the regen rune gank.
Yeah. Explosive. Well, 3-3. Pretty even laning stage. Small advantage for Empire. Not by much, though.
It is with a kind of unchecked Storm Spirit, though. With another DD rune now, too. Great rune control. Like, this Weaver might be kind of ahead, but now there's the disadvantage of the Helm, though, because he brings over the Centaur and it just gets stolen by Eknar. So if he was trying to create a kill opportunity, it's just negated.
It goes both ways. Oh, kill attempt up top, though. Smiling Knight. Caught by the Lucent Beam. Dagger. Might be okay. Boxy wants to dive this, but Lightless is here. That's the DD. Boxy. Not yet level 6. No time
Oh, the
lapse.
stomp, too.
Insania, he's in big trouble. They should find this kill, no problem, and maybe even another. Now Koikva's rotated. You can't fight into the double damage. As you said, the rune control. I mean, even without the DD, this fight does not look good, but with it, there's just no chance. Like, everyone rotated. Midgame's here now. Grimstroke cancels his TP, which is probably the right play. That was very costly.
3 heroes going down, trying to gank a Spectre. And the worst part of Smiling Knight just hangs out after. Everyone's gone. No one's returning. Cancel TV on the Grimstroke. He's like, yeah, I don't think they're coming back here for a while.
Right.
Boxy went bottom after to defend against Mastery there on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. It's like one of those moments where it's 1,000 gold swing just from the hero kills, and Empire will probably jump up another few hundred net worth just for the space immediately after that they're able to farm. Boxy now heading down bottom. And Luna is indeed going to pick up that Dragonlance. Queued up next. Kind of an odd game. Spectre now in the jungle. Storm regenning up a little bit. And James is just kind of leeching mid on the Rubik.
Smiling Knight's probably going to try and gauge whether the Necro first or the Radiance first. And just queued up the Radiance now. Seems that'll be the play after going Treads and Soul.
Sounds good. Foxy maybe in some trouble. Surrounded here, looking for the bounty. Not going to grab it. Lightless gets there in time. Time lapse.
James actually got the time lapse. I thought he got the Shikuchi.
Oh, that's cool. Not something you see Rubik steal all too often.
Much rather have Shikuchi.
Well, it's just like, if you're time lapsing, you're pretty much Shikuchiing immediately to run away. So it's just a tough steal.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looking like a decently timed Radiance here. Not much slowing down this Spectre. Liquid starting to get a little more aggressive, putting some pressure on that top tier 1 tower. Koikva already with the BOTs, quite fast. Also an Arcane Rune, maybe looking for a target here.
Yeah, they're going to be able to force out the bottom lane here, too, with the Treants. They also use the creep camp to pull and hold the catapult to the side so it didn't run into the tower. And Boxy's still sitting here trying to defend, but it's a very low tower.
All right. Does have some stick charges. Sprout, no real follow-up there. Now James gets the Shikuchi. That tells you everything you need to know about stealing time lapse. Immediately dumps it, and now they go in to try to initiate. James out of cooldowns, but we'll still look to chase him down. Courier losing the vision.
Middle tower is under attack.
All right. Good micro from Boxy.
They did get their trade up top, though. But they're zoning the Spectre back. Big force over to the eastern part of the map. Keep farming that direction. Starry Knight going to be hanging out for a while, working on that Radiance. Now, how much ground can you cover as Team Liquid? What objectives can you take, and how vulnerable will you be to the Storm Spirit? As Lightless nearly done the Kaya, I'm sure we'll want to go for another smoke play here. Do they have any other good items coming up, like the Prophet or something? Is he going mech?
Dire's top tower is under
He went drums. Okay, so
Radiant's
smoke up
middle
from Liquid
tower
gets
Oh.
popped by James on the Shikuchi.
Oh, now the swap, though. Detection. They don't have it. Instead, they'll turn on to Insania. Drops the magic missile. Soulbind. Now they could be in trouble. The double lasso. Beautiful combo here. Saigen and Koipa
Damn.
picking up some kills. Fantastic.
That is not one you get to see too often at this point in the game.
No. But when you get it off, it's good.
Right on the two supports too. That was pretty cheeky.
structures are fortified.
He's well on his way towards that blink dagger as well.
Tempted to say putting these auras to good use, but both of them still just level 1. So not a huge amount of value there when they 5-man. And Kaya coming out for Storm. It's not a huge monetary lead for Empire, but I do still agree with you about the Spectre and Storm being top of the charts. They're getting enough space that trading evenly is definitely solid for Empire right now.
Radiant's middle tower is
Maybe not
I would
sweating.
rather be on the Dire team. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
maybe not sweating if I'm Liquid, but certainly feeling a little bit more pressure to make movements and, find some engagements in between these farming sessions. Storm zipping up, does find Insania. He's going to be isolated in his own jungle. Weaver nearby, but not able to do much.
I just see the absolute classic damage issues coming in the future. Like if they fail the lasso, then their heroes are
Radiant's
what's
middle
basically
tower
support
is under
Weaver,
attack.
right? Because he just casts
Yeah.
all. He's going for the Aghanims build,
Yeah.
and it's just Luna. Like everything is to make sure the Luna is going to keep on right clicking.
Yeah, this is like Raid Boss Luna strat, except she doesn't have Raid Boss Luna farm. And no real sustainability either. It's not like a Phoenix Wisp or a Phoenix Oracle or something where you could actually see this Luna just frontlining these fights. And that's the other issue, too. They don't really have a front line. Like, Luna is the front line. And Weaver, Batrider, they can do a lot, but they want to bob and weave. They're going in and out.
Yeah, Koiva might pick up something that it could be kind of a good Lotus game for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Orchid's being rushed on the Prophet and could give him some armor to try and get in the front with the Luna.
Yeah, could see that for sure. Rubik still with the Shikuchi. Solid voice lines. I love
Probably
listening
get a
to Storm
BKB
Spirit.
first, unfortunately, though.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Trying to bait a little bit here with his illusion, it looks like. The double illusion walking next to it, but I guess he's got clarity running, so never mind.
Baited.
Probably not going to be a very good bait in that sense.
And runes will go even, 2 apiece. Pretty quiet. Only 12 kills, 15 minutes. Both teams pretty farm focused. Storm and Spectre still the only 2 heroes deathless in this game. Certainly a scary statistic when they're on the same team.
Luka's got a blink reveal here, but not the best heroes to do. Insane actually smokes up like for a 4-foot run.
And they find
Gonna kill him to
Eknar.
Eknar.
But yeah, it's...
He did smoke, right? I'm not crazy.
I didn't see it, but I believe you.
Did. Well, unfortunately, he thought he was going to run into more. He's probably just thinking like, okay, we need to kill. Batrider can't see anything 'cause he's Batrider, so I'm just going to run, and the second my smoke pops, I'm going to wave.
Yasha up on Luna, and Relic in the inventory of the Smiling Knight. So 18-minute Radiance, something like that for the Spectre. Not bad, given that he stopped off for a Soul Ring. Did only go 1 Wraith Band.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The Koikster, Blink Dagger now, Faded Brooch.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, he might. Well, James should just be dead. They don't want to waste the lasso on this.
No, I shouldn't need it either. Okay, easy
Okay.
pick there.
Now, mind you, Storm and Spectre are still farming, so of course they're not too concerned about the current situation, dropping a couple supports like that. But it is still momentum for Liquid. It's taking towers, and there's a jump.
Okay, get in the
On the
edge.
Eknard
This is
again.
good. This is where it starts to add up a little bit. 1 support kill, not so big. 2 support kills. Now you can take an objective. They've got the tier 1 tower. This is good for Liquid, but there's definitely a degree of 3 enemy cores still farming.
Yeah.
Not the most valuable kills. Not exactly what Liquid's looking for. However, this is going to push Luna into that #1 farming spot. Insania up top. Initiated on. Easy pick for Lightless. Forces a TP and just jumps out. That's Storm Spirit for you. Bloodstone now very close.
Orchid's almost done as well from the Nature's Prophet, so...
2 biggies.
I'm not sure what the Aghanim stats is for Boxy.
About 1,300 to go. So not far.
Yeah, I didn't know if he doesn't have it queued up anymore, so I didn't know if it was like on a courier somewhere or something or what.
I had the same thought when he had just the Ogre Axe queued up. It's like, damn, that's a fast Aghanims. But no.
He's just getting the important bits, I guess.
Not sure why he doesn't have it on quick buy though.
I guess he can remember what the items are, turns out. Pretty smart guy.
Oh, isn't it just like an efficiency thing though? 'Cause
No, I'll just kid.
say
course it is.
most players use the hotkey, you know, so you just buy out your quick buy real fast.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
the
got it
value.
on B button
Yeah, that's
for buy.
Value Town. What is the big power spike for Liquid? Like, I totally understand why Empire is satisfied in this more passive sort of gameplay. Liquid are definitely going to fight around something. Maybe it's just this Aghanims on Boxy. Maybe it's the Manta on Luna. She's pretty darn close.
Probably the Aghanims on Boxy, and then they just they hope that the BKB comes soon for Luna, but they might have to fight before that.
I reckon yes. I mean, Spec is still #1 and just got the Radiance, so I mean, she is going to accelerate faster now. Storm Spirit mid, lasso into Eclipse.
Nice.
Almost looked like Lightless might have a chance at the end there, but good clean kill. Very well done. Midgame getting credit. 500 gold for that streak.
And that's going to be right in the town. That's what they need. That's what I'm talking about with, like,
Yep.
they need these lassos. If they don't get lasso pick-offs, this game just feels over.
Exactly. Need to maintain some of this momentum with little kills while the Luna farms. And this is a big objective. Putting Luna forward. James. Could be a wraparound. Koifa coming
they're
in.
just
That's a
gonna-
swap.
Being supports. I mean, there's no way you're saving that tower.
Yeah, that was a bit ambitious from James there.
Dire's middle
Liquid
tower
probably
is
just going to
under
go
attack.
back to farming now, but very nice. And that'll push Luna a little bit closer to the BKB. Already 1,200 gold towards it. And Mastery, unfortunately for him, puts this Observer down next to a Sentry Observer combo. Midgame will take care of that. It's a bummer.
Radiant are scanning.
Well, at least he picked the Bloodstone up after he died. But Luna now taking over. And Hopton skipping away in terms of the net worth lead as Insania backs him up. Good plays here from Insania. Might want to move a little bit further back.
Whoa.
He does.
On. Here we go. Soulbind comes out. Turn on to Lightless. He's pretty low. He's not going to be able to get out. Midgame gets swapped. Could still live. Pulled back again. Not going to happen. Buyback, though. It's actually the Venge that fell. Midgame somehow still standing. Finally gets brought down. It's a sloppy fight, but Empire very low on resources. They're going to get cleaned up here. All 5 down.
Man, took a bit too much there with the
Wow.
time lapse provided, right? The glaives are bouncing around, and then overall, just pretty decent spread. Like, we kind of gave it to Boxy for being like just the Ags, but at this point in the game, his right clicks are still fairly powerful just because he's the pure skills up, right?
Yeah.
Between like the swarm and the Geminate attack.
And I think the big takeaway from that fight is killing Storm first is pretty much going to guarantee you the team fight for Liquid. He did 280 damage that fight. He was a non-factor.
And he had a regen rune too.
So I think that probably wouldn't have looked so convincing had they found any other target first. And the Storm does have the Bloodstone, but no BKB yet, so still relatively killable. Another D ward here for
Yeah,
Liquid.
and that was before the BKB on the Bat Rider or the Luna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Luna should be pretty close now, yeah.
Scanning.
Getting there halfway. So now Liquid take the lead. Look at that gold graph. That is a big swing. Almost 2,000 in their favor now. Experience to boot, about 7,500. A lot of pings around Roche. Empire, I guess, thinking that Liquid are there. They'll scout it out with the Hellbear. And will not find anything.
It's about time for another smoke. Koifa. Danny's got it on him. I think he's just going to run to Koifa and smoke the two of them. Yep.
Okay. Let's get aggressive
Oh,
here.
look at that.
That was a great rune.
So now the question is, do you go right into the Roche pit and just use the smoke to cover? Or do you go for the kill first? What do they see in terms of vision?
With
They
Luna,
don't really see anything, so they got to walk up here and just see what's going on. They have the outpost vision, and now they have this ward. And now they're covered to make sure there's any smoke.
they've
And
got
they're fine.
the wall of Insania Koikva here. Great positioning. And this is the nice thing about Luna plus a Helm of the Dominator. Even if the Weaver has it, you get an easy tank. And a lot of damage to finish her off. That's going to be an uncontested Roche. Empire moving into position. Koikva going to break the smoke. You see James immediately hesitates. I don't want to get lassoed. And that's all the space they needed to make. What a great little spot there, folks. Put that one in the notebook. Empire could
It's also
still make a
taking
jump
the
here.
Aegis away from Storm, who is mid.
They're going to have to go on Insania. Here's the classic split. Liquid take Roche and then go into side lanes. This is going to open up for a kill on one and make it two. Insania and
That's good.
Taiga both down.
Skipping right over to the Grimstroke. Oh!
Close
Koifa
one.
almost at the blink.
Empire's still pretty healthy, though.
Tower is taking a lot of damage, though. Probably lane pressure while they were roshing as well.
Bottom tier 2. Very even game now. That was really a good movement from Empire.
I like what Boxy's doing, too, because he knows that the last fight that they won was because they focused down the Luna, and then Boxy's able to get off the reset with the time lapse. So that's going to force the jump from either the Storm or the Nature's Prophet directly onto the Weaver, right? Utilize the vision from the Spectre, and then jump the Weaver. So he's just saying, I'll get an A on this. I'm good.
All right. BKB very close. Spat Rider now. I think Liquid are getting ready to take a fight soon. BKB on Luna flying out. It's go time, man. This is a great
it just
window.
feels like Lightless is and the side of Empire are just okay, relaxing and trying to get items. There's
I mean,
they're making no aggressive movements whatsoever, right? They're just sitting on their own side of the map.
yeah. It's like I get it with their lineup, but I think there's also value in just trying to use some of this global presence. Now you've got the Storm. It's very easy for Prophet and Spectre to get in there and find these little pickoffs.
Well, one of the benefits of the global presence like that, though, is that you can play a little bit more defensively and still bring numbers to a team fight. So theoretically, it should benefit you that you guys are all like farming a little bit more and still being prepared to join an engagement rather than like needing to camp areas of the map you think Liquid are going to run into.
Yeah. I guess it's just scary at moments like this when Liquid have BKBs on 2 cores and Storm is still farming his. If they do get ganked in this window, it could open up that period where Lightless is a bit more vulnerable. But Liquid kind of struggling to find the invasion. Honestly, Empire's doing a good job just splitting up, finding farm. They will start to converge mid.
Yeah, I think just take the tower then. If they don't want to show, that's fine. Don't go back for this. Don't be a Dota boomer, as Jenkins would say.
Yep. Mastery
Come back to
TP's
stop
home.
the Prophet.
That is a win for the Prophet right there. Quickfoot does have BOTs, so not as costly, but I mean,
Now they can't fight mid. Like,
saves
if
their
the-
tier 2. Yeah, that was a
If
boomer
the
move.
bat's there, Spectre can't go there, right?
Tisk tisk. How we doing on the Aegis time? It's ticking down. There's what, 90 seconds left on this Aegis, and Liquid really want to make use of it.
And they got enough time for another go, though.
They do.
And obviously, if you do get the Prophet there, it's a pretty brutal kill. So you can understand why they went for it. It's a little bit higher risk. Bigger reward, too, though.
You're not wrong.
I'll fall back and just get the mid tower again anyway. They lost a little bit of side pressure because of it, but that's all right.
Dire's
No,
middle
nothing
tower
some Luna illusions can't handle.
Yeah, they're doing just fine.
They're going to chip at high ground. Now, this is the play. We talked about this. A minute on the Aegis, and this is what you do with Luna. You get to critical mass, you put her on the high ground, and you force them to engage on Aegis. They swap James, and Insania catches him off guard. Might be the end of Insania here as the Storm goes zipping out. Does take the time lapse, maybe looking for a swap to save. It's on Koikba. Look at that teamwork. Sharing is caring. Boxy saves Insania. Now Koikba comes in with the lasso, grabs the Prophet. Mastery has to BKB. He'll survive. Storm now jumps out. Maybe once Insania. There's the haunt. A spread fight. Koikba falls. Insania goes down second. No, another
Falls
time
him
lapse.
again.
Resets him. Now Lightless goes down, and this could be a fight for Liquid. It's a great Eclipse that did a lot of damage, and now they just need to clean up these kills. Eknart stuck outside of the base. Boxy should be able to chase him down. They've got the damage there. Rubik now coming back to life, but no buyback on the Storm. In fact, nobody except the Rubik has gold for buyback on Empire. Midgame about to lose Aegis, just a couple seconds left. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's the Aegis reclaimed. Well, don't worry, they've got a Weaver. Jesus, the cooldown's still 16 seconds. God, time-lapse
that's pretty
Ags
good.
is just ridiculous. What, did he use 3 times that fight?
Yeah. I was surprised they got away with using it twice on the Venge, but again, if they can't target the Weaver, then they have to target the Venge because of the swap. So they're just ignoring the Luna. It's all working out. Mickey is farmed enough to make this strat work.
Yeah, now he's the butterfly almost. They didn't get the tier 3 tower, but they did a lot of damage. Starting to feel like Liquid have some control in this game. Empire
I
may
think it's still
feel
a
the
little
pressure.
delicate, though.
Yes, oh, for sure. Eknart, he's going to walk right into him. They've got plenty of follow-up burst, and the Nart's down. James, he might get chased here. Does not have stolen Shikuchi. That's a Lucent Beam.
I think Lightless is a little bit too scared to walk into a potential Grimstroke Phantom.
Dude, so check this out. Look at Midgame's
Check it.
talents. He's gone pure right-click, no Ags, but cast range, Lucent Beam cooldown, Lucent Beam damage. Skipping +8 stats, 20 movement speed, and 15 attack speed. Are we surprised by this? Or is this the new standard for Luna? You use talents to go spellcaster, but then still build right-click.
I have seen both from players, but Mickey always does this one.
Okay. Koikba, BKB, almost caught down bottom, but the Magic community keeps him safe.
At least in the games that we've seen so far.
That is cool, though, man. It's like Luna is actually being played as like a hybrid right-clicker and spellcaster, whereas it felt like before you had to go all in one way or the other. And I guess
And it
this
just kind of makes sense. They're so much better. Like, I mean, 15 attack speed or 350. 350 is a gargantuan range.
that's true. They're not balanced at all. Now, if that was
No.
25 attack speed, maybe a little different.
The thing that I always don't like about it is that they're all things that you can just buy, whereas the other talents are things you can't buy. I can't buy a +100 Lucent Beam damage, right? Like, that's...
The 2.5 second cooldown is sick because it also is for interrupting TPs and stuff. Like, you've always got a stun to stop somebody from channeling, and there's a lot of utility in that. But this also opens up for, like, Luna's a hero you don't mind going relatively late with, right? So, in theory, you could get to third Roche. I think Luna is one of the perfect ag synth carriers in that regard. She doesn't necessarily want to make the investment, but if you can hand her an Aghanim's, oh, buddy.
top tower is under attack.
And sometimes she does want to make the investment.
Yeah, yeah. So, reasonable
Alright.
stuff.
We got to smoke. Empire are looking for their own play. They have the BKB on Storm. He wants to flex a little. But that is a locked up Aeon Disc on Boxies. That's the last year they want to run to. The Radiant Scan's going to spot them. They don't send in the creep. They're just baiting Boxies.
Smoke broken.
Say, go ahead, jump them.
Storm jumps in. There's the Haunt to give him some vision. Ghost Scepter on the back line. Not a great jump from Storm. Boxy with the Aeon Disc, and James has gone down already. Now Storm BKB, but caught by the lasso. Into the Eclipse from Mickey. A swap back. It does enough damage. They get the kill on Eknart, and that's a double. Buyback already from the Rubik, but another rough fight for Empire. As you said, Weaver is not the hero they wanted to start on. And then Storm jumped right onto a 4-second Ghost Scepter. Yikes.
I feel like there's no good options there.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to take a real edge in this game. Is Smiling Night King get parried here by the glaives, much like his tower.
This is Midgame without Aegis, but once you have the butterfly, a lot more survivable to tank the tower like that. Storm going to jump out, put some damage on. Liquid a little light on sustainability, so probably going to have to back out. Empire looking to chase. They want Midgame, but they've got the saves. Force Staff down low, almost with the Manta. Lightless with a big pick. Liquid overcommit. How much more can they punish? Taiga with the TP, he's good. Insania, though. Good night. That's a hold. Tier 3 tower still standing.
Yeah, time-lapse is a little awkward at disadvantage because if you start moving backwards, it's not the best save, right? Maybe you can save some health, but it's going to put you right back further towards their base. Taking this Roche, a desperately needed piece of the puzzle here for Empire, and there's no buyback on this Luna, so there's no chance to defend.
Yeah.
And that means an Aegis on a Spectre and even a Cheese afterward, more than likely. I think you take both.
I think you give it the Spectre gets the Aegis. Maybe Storm takes the cheese.
Yeah, I can go either way on that one. I mean, Storm's like the best.
It's the other way. They get the Aegis to Storm. Spectre takes cheese.
Yeah, Storm's like the best Aegis carry in the game, but
He is just in this game. Spectre's also quite good and a little more frontliney.
yeah.
Although the Storm has also been playing kind of the initiator role. So
I'm sure there was a debate for either side.
either way, this team uses Aegis and cheese particularly well with their cores. So Roche 2 is a big boon. And again, just looking at this graph, very, very even. Was only as much as a 4K lead either way. And now we're about zeroed out. Our win probability graph is back. 60% for Liquid right now.
I would like a lasso kill on anyone that's not Ench, I think, if I was on Liquid.
Lasso.
Such is life.
Eknard. Those little wisps are trying their hardest. They're healing him up some. Storm comes zipping in. They still haven't killed the Ench. There it is. But Haunt, Insania with a short-range swap, trying to be crafty, does not save Koikba. Now he's going to be locked in place. This is a good fight for Empire. 1 for 2, looking for more. Midgame gets bashed. That forces a BKB. That's pretty good. Blink Dagger also out on Rubik now following this fight. Plus that cast range talent. That's another boon for Empire.
Eknar was just living. I had not
The attendance.
thought he'd make it that far.
Don't underestimate the wisps, friend.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Bounty noise.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
For some reason, it reminds me of who's that like outlaw guy from Overwatch, McCree?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it sounds like it. It makes me think of Clint Eastwood every time.
Yeah.
Which I assume is the point.
Makes me think of Flint Beastwood, the sniper equivalent in Heroes of Newark.
Ah.
Isn't that a good name for a hero? Flint Beastwood. He was an orc with guns.
Genius.
Yes, for I've seen that in much lore. All those orc snipers.
Well, that's why they're so good. Never seen them.
Yeah.
We have a Haunt back in 20 seconds with a fresh Vanguard coming. That the Abyssal's done. No, no,
there it
hurry,
is. Lasso. Can they kill him in time with Eclipse? They might have enough, and they do. Boxy.
This is where you pause the game if you're a teammate and you go, buddy, look at the map right now. All right, why were you here? Do you think this is where you should have been as our most important hero? Well, I was just doing one more wave and my Abyssal. No.
So that's pretty devastating because Spectre does not have buyback, and that kill alone is a 1,500 swing. So,
Or the Aegis.
Radiant's top tower
yeah.
is under attack.
So that's just like, ouch. Storm.
Storm?
Whoa, he
Storm?
jumps
Storm?
in. Whoa. Has to BKB. Swap back. He's still good. BKB on. Okay. Wow, that was scary. Prophet.
I know they didn't have Lasso, but jeez.
Prophet's at the tier 3 up top. Liquid have to make a hard decision here. 2 siege creeps hitting that tower. They want to stay committed to the push, though. They're not going to make the boomer play this time. But they will do a full team retreat and repel. The siege creeps are just a little too much, and they might actually still finish off the tower. They do.
Radiant's top tower.
All right. Well done by the Prophet.
And they actually don't have that much chain stun. for to even abuse that. Like, sure, he blinked it, but I think Lightless just knew that he was actually going to be that safe. I got all worried, but they have magic. Look, because Lasso was down, obviously. So they have magic missile and then Lucent.
Yeah. Still, like, seeing that silence, like, there's just a moment that
Are scanning.
it was a clincher.
Yeah, a little bit.
Aghanims on the Storm. So we've got Black Hole Vortex now. He also has a gem. Important to note against this Weaver.
Must be Weehawk or Insania's gem, yeah.
Yep. Now the initiation haunt again. Storm does get leashed, but BKB doesn't really matter. He's sustaining for now. Swap from Insania. Midgame also sustaining. There's the lasso. Connects on two. Beautifully done. This is going to be Liquid's fight indeed. Coming back from the Aegis, Storm might be able to play cleanup. Mastery with the BKB, though. Midgame swapped again. He's going to fall. Insania down. Maybe it's not Liquid's fight after all. Spectre for the whole team certainly ain't worth it. It's just Koikva left, and he finds a spot to retreat in the tree line.
I can't believe they got him again with the chain stun of the leash, Lucent Beam into the Inkswell, but then he still didn't get the cheese off. 2 fights in a row, no cheese. I guess the last time he didn't really want to use it, but that might have been a decent opportunity to at least get a push after. But either way, yes, big win there for Team Empire.
That fight showed the power of Roche, though. I think without the Aegis, that fight looks way different.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Liquid wins that fight and tries to go high ground different. That second Roche might have been the game changer that broke this open for Empire. Now, limited buybacks, a.k.a. no Luna. And this is one lane of barracks down. I don't think Liquid can pick a fight without Lasso Luna. Lasso up in about 5, but that is the problem with the raid boss strat. When your raid boss is dead, you really can't do anything.
Or they kill everyone else around you at the same time, too. Just left all by her lonesome. And, oh, an arcane room for a bottle storm. That's pretty good.
Yep.
So they'll have Haunt upon the return of Spectre as well. So they could look to utilize this. They have the bottom lane pushing in, so they just need a little bit of vision on someone out here pushing this, and then try and push in top and mid and just try and jump somebody.
Win probability.
They're already smoked up, ready for this.
Has done the full inversion. 68% now in favor of Empire. James with a blink and an Aether Lens. Serious reach on this spell steal. Tier
Good
4
scam
items.
From Liquid, though.
Yep, you're right.
All right, guys, what do we need for neutrals here? We got the Magic Lamp and the Prism for Empire. Magic Lamp is, I mean, not terrible for supports.
Oh, here's the haunt. They're going to make a jump. Bat Rider pushed back by the ulti from Weaver. Big swap, but Koikva could still be in trouble. They get off the Soulbind.
Oh, the stolen Soulbind.
Insania goes down, and now Mickey's in big trouble. Pops the BKB in the Eclipse, trying to sustain, but it's not going to be enough. This stolen Soulbind is going to whomp him. Ultra kill for Mastery. They have erupted all over Liquid, and now we are going to see the final buybacks here to try to make this hold, but it is a tall order. Luna and Weaver stuck on the sideline. Short gold. Creeps already in the base. Empire ready to deliver the killing blow.
Damn, I really wanted that fight recap, but it didn't show up for me.
I had it, but I clicked it off already. Roll bottom. They find Insania. And they're just going to jump on the bat.
That's it.
And that's it, man. Game's over. It's just too much. That second Roche, dude, I actually think that's what did it. It opened up the whole game for Empire.
It was those 2 pushes mid and top, too, though, where it's like, when we were saying, like, this game, it's on the edge. I mean, the Dota Plus is favoring you and everything for Liquid, but you know that it only takes one mistake with this sort of a completely Luna-centric lineup. It looked good when they got the picks of the lasso, but when that's not there and you don't have the numbers advantage, suddenly the game, like the whole strat just falls apart if that whole supporting cast around her runs into trouble. And the itemization and stuff made sense still, right? Like you had this Aeon Disc on the Weaver. You have another save with Avenge Swap 2, and then the Ghost Scepter on the Grimstroke. So like all these like side pieces you're trying to hit are still hard to kill, but in the end you still only have like one big damage dealer after all that itemization, and they kind of just got too tanky for it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Again, no score screen, but we knew that they had the late game, and all that even farming just seemed to benefit them a bit too much on the Empire side of things. Hard for Liquid to close it out. Man, Just imagine if Luna had buyback when she died trying to push up top and they could have contested Roche.
Yeah, possibilities there, but still, very well done by Empire. They're doing it again.
Game one.
I was losing a little bit of faith there, but the Spectre Storm Spear was a bit too strong. Man, Spectre is just like that one fight where she just died with the cheese, but still does this stupid amount of damage while you're killing her. It's such a frustrating hero to play versus.
Yes, she is.
It's so hard to just get break now, you know?
Yeah. You got to pick Shadow Demon, or it only feels like you can get Silver Edge if it's a hero that would want the Shadow Blade anyway.
And it doesn't even then. It's so expensive.
Yeah, and but that's like the only path to it. If you don't want a Shadow
Yeah.
Blade, it just seems unattainably expensive to buy just for the break only.
Yeah.
It's that item's in a weird spot. I do think either Silver Edge needs a little bit of a buff somehow, or they need to add something else that has reliable break on it.
The 1 second break.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. I mean, that would be kind of cool though. Give you that little window to try to do some burst damage to kill somebody.
Gotta be really good.
Yeah, but that's cool, right? Like items that allow you to make those high skill plays where we go, okay, cool. Like how sick is it that you can manta dodge stuff, but it's not like designed to be a reliable mechanic that you can do every time against fast missiles. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That I like that. Those are good mechanics in Dota for me. But I don't see a lobby. So
Bring it on, Ice Frog. Yeah, we're gonna get you guys in the lobby pretty soon. So thank you for staying tuned. What kind of music are you gonna play for these fine folks?
That's a good question. I think we're gonna stay upbeat here. We're still enjoying the discography of Cell Dweller. This one's called The Undercity. Sounds spooky.
Ooh.